Today is the day of the Black Ops 4 reveal, and of course yesterday we had the EA and DICE trying to throw shade by calling their upcoming game Battlefield V to show Treyarch had a Roman numeral. Anyways, before we got to the multiplayer trailer for Black Ops I, we had to watch footage from the first 3 Black Ops games just to get you hyped up for a letdown later on with scenes from the campaigns, except for Black Ops 3's because everybody hated that campaign, only to find out at the very end of the reveal in a throwaway one-liner that there is no campaign this year at all, which will surely disappoint the handful of people that for some reason look forward to the linear, color by numbers, 4 to 5 hour in duration short story. Then Mark Lamia comes out on stage to say absolutely nothing while talking for over 5 minutes, which is somehow a skill that's valuable to execs everywhere, before finally we get to the multiplayer trailer that starts off with a weapon that has the word Olympia inscribed, which was a DLC weapon in Black Ops 3, thus basically confirming that supply drops are going to be returning to Black Ops 4, followed by deploying various beepity bops, which I'm sure will be there to annoy everyone, like trip mines, barbed wire, and tactical insertions that will usher in the return of boosting bitches. Then we see Robinson Cano taking some steroids so that it can catch this baseball that's thrown his way before mowing down enemies like a landscaping company on the field. And to finally round out this baseball analogy, the slide is back because dolphin diving is a dumb way to move around the map. The grappler returns from Advanced Warfare, but this is the only advanced movement in the game, and in order to help out shit kids actually feel good about getting kills, Superior fucking Force is back. Since this game is basically Black Ops 3.-5, the trailer theme of specialists killing one another returns again here, and now we've got Blitz from Rainbow Six Siege with the shield, which will make any remaining Wormscormers happy again. Teamwork makes the dream work as Seraph comes back from Black Ops 3 in order to mark off that box on the character diversity checklist, along with her Annihilator pistol, which seems to be toned down from the collateral souped-up aim assist cannon from the last game, along with the confirmation of both kill streaks and the fact that they're absolutely shite again, being easily taken down by a single rocket. In comes some generic-ass looking soldiers against the specialists, which apparently Treyarch hasn't realized that hero shooters are so 2016, but we'll see later that this isn't the only tired trend that they're chasing. Focus changes from Seraph to this bearded douche canoe that kind of looks like Nomad who runs through this hunted map lookalike to toss down a deployable shield in another Rainbow Six Siege-like fashion. Seeing a trend here? He injects himself with some health because nothing says let's make a Twitch shooter more passive than manually having to regenerate your health, along with Firebreak returning from Black Ops 3 opening up a can of whoop-ass that burns players through walls like some sort of gonorrhea virus gone wrong. And I know it's not the same enemy AC-130 above, but it's nice to see that even if the voice acting sucks, the kill streaks will at least be somewhat fun again. The fight continues underwater, which is basically a metaphor for how this multiplayer trailer has been going down so far on the YouTube like to dislike bar. Here's a shot of people's feet because boots on the ground and all that. Vision Pulse returns, but as a male specialist ability instead of a female, which is a curious decision in the time of #MeToo, but paper mache thin walls are confirmed again. Did you see that fucking wall bang with that sniper? Now that the minimap is more like Command & Conquer than Call of Duty, you could shoot out arrows like Soviet spy plane flights and Red Alert to reveal more area, as if the minimap needed to be changed for the worse somehow. Shotguns are secondaries like it's Modern Warfare 2 all over again. Medals are returning since everyone needs to have a participatory trophy in today's games, as well as Set and Forget Explosive, which are always a joy to play against. It's not just hipsters that throw axes for a work team building exercise, it is back in Black Ops 4. Genji mains Ken Rejoice says, I need healing is a thing in this game now that there's a medic specialist. Battery is also back with her noob tube to take out razor wire, and like in Rainbow Six Siege, how many times have I said that now throughout this trailer? Yo dog, I know that you love explosives, so I put some explosives inside your other explosives now, like an exhibit meme. Now's the part of the trailer where they make jump cuts like a montage between more shots of the heroes, I mean specialists, with their pet, and a Michael Bay-esque explosion to finish it off. Oh, and now that there's actually a reason to pre-order the game, unlike before when we knew absolutely nothing about it, the only reason you ever pre-order games is to get beta, I mean demo access, otherwise you're just contributing to the death of the industry. I'm glad that this game is out in October, a month early, because you really don't need 3 whole years to copy-paste multiplayer, right? Lord Vaughn and Bunting then go through the applause lines of it being no jetpacks or wall running with boots on the ground only, which is sad that this is something that even needs to be cheered, that Call of Duty players want the same fucking goddamn game every single year and it's worthy of praise when it is actually done. Other than the terror bad ideas of manual health regen and lack of full minimap visibility, other bad ideas from games that are competitors of Call of Duty are available in Black Ops 4, like suppression in Battlefield, attachments on a per weapon basis like the attachment variants in Black Ops 3 and PUBG, predictive recoil like in CSGO, multiplayer story missions like in Rainbow Six Siege. Seriously, again with that reference? And they also talked about League Play, which is said would be delivered to all players. Does this mean the return of yet another bad idea, skill-based matchmaking in pubs? At least the PC version is getting some love, but do we really trust the guys at Beanox that made Black Ops 3 on last gen look worse than GoldenEye 64? This Call of Duty will be the first on Blizzard's Battle.net platform platform, which means we'll have to figure out if we're going to be playing on the NA or the EU version of the client in order to play with our buddies. Yet the claim is that this has more functionality than Steam somehow. Nah, it's really just because Activision is spelled with a $sign and wants all of the money, not most of the money, with Valve taking a cut for a superior game distribution platform. Well, at least we know why Call of Duty Black Ops 4 is doubling down on the specialist hero shooter train that has been oversaturated since Black Ops 3 came out, RIP Bosky, when we see Big Daddy Jeff Kaplan on a Call of Duty reveal stream. Next out comes BLUNDELL to talk about Zombies, which features a new crew. This way the characters that everyone loves can be sold off later as DLC. This is the biggest Zombies experience to date, as there's 3 maps. Well, one of them is Mob of the Dead, that was originally in Black Ops 2 as DLC, then was in Black Ops 3 as further DLC with Zombies Chronicles, so I guess the community isn't really sick of paying for that map yet a third time. Anyways, we don't know much about the remake of Mob of the Dead, other than it's with the original crew, which I guess saved the disappointment that everyone felt about the other 2 trailers with the usual squad makeup of 3 dudes and a chick. The first one is called 9, or IX, which they actually got the Roman numerals correct this time around, and speaking of which, this looks like that Call of Duty Roman Wars scrapped game idea. And a scene out of Thor Ragnarok combined with Avengers Infinity War, as the key is put into the relic and it unleashes the zombies plague for the fighters awaiting in the cage, but this time the opponents don't actually know each other. But hey, at least they included that horrid spider asset that Jim Sterling had a contest about. Well done with your submission though, Treyarch, but it's 4 months too late. The second Zombies map seems to have a James Bond spy thriller theme-like scenario unfolding on the Titanic, which is actually a metaphor as a whole for the Call of Duty franchise, too big to sink unless it does it to itself, driving straight into the iceberg of annual fatigue. They're also rolling out a way to measure your EP against other Zombies players, allowing custom recipes like you can in multiplayer for those console plebs that haven't experienced Zombies on PC, and to have bots be your partners instead of playing by yourself since you don't have actual friends, and running around in circles that just out of arm's reach for hours on end is actually pretty easy to program for some AI. Finally, the announcement of a new Call of Duty Battle Royale mode called Blackout was confirmed, as it will incorporate assets from all of the Black Ops titles, which is actually what I wanted them to do in my wishlist video, along with land, air, and sea vehicles to travel around the map. That's 1,500 times the size of Nuketown, as if that's the hint that we'll see that map yet again for another Treyarch game. But it's good to see that Tilted Towers will be coming to Black Ops 4 as a possible drop location, and not much else is known, like how many players will be on the map at one time, although someone on Reddit decided to count all the dots on the map overview and got to 140, combining yellow and blue, which would be a minor miracle for a game built on a modified Quake 3 engine that only holds 18 players max in the Call of Duty Online version of the Battle Royale mode to get to that 140 players. So there you have it. Pre-order the game for multiplayer demo access, and to the surprise of no fucking buddy, COD points are returning according to the fine print after you do a digital pre-order. It's also the reason why there's no campaign this time around, because you can't really monetize a single player experience unless they would have done what they always do and copy other better games like Battlefield 1 and Battlefield 5's upcoming war stories. So that's why they didn't spend any resource in bothering to build the story that only 4% of the players that purchase the game actually complete, and instead decided to hop on the 2 gravy trains that have already left the station a long time ago.